I was in a dark place when I got saved. Right before I just was getting out of a bad relationship, and I was very lonely, and I was just broken, and I was turning to things that I knew were not good for me, but I turned to drugs and I turned to drinking, and I tried to do whatever I could to make myself feel better, and it did not work. And so I thought that I could fix my life on my own, but addiction doesn't work like that. I found myself falling back into the same patterns that I was in, and I ended up, funny enough, breaking my leg. So I couldn't work. I couldn't pay my rent. I was worried about being homeless. I was worried my friends didn't want to hang out with me anymore because I couldn't party. I ended up going back home to some friends that I knew, and I expressed to them that I was very lost and I didn't know what to do, and I didn't really want to be alive anymore. I was just ready to give up. I was talking to my best friend, and we both were like in a very dark place, and we agreed that maybe like church would be an answer. I don't know what made me think that. I'm saying now the Holy Spirit. So I decided that we would go to church, and we came to Northwest, and I was super duper anxious. I came in with a broken leg, and I was like, everyone here is going to judge me for having a broken leg, and I don't want to tell anyone why I have a broken leg, but it ended up going pretty well. I ended up wanting to go back, and there were talks about books of the Bible, and I had never read the Bible before, and just had no idea about who this Jesus was, and I had no idea about what it meant for him to die for my sins. And so one day, Pastor Harrell did a message on the book of John. He was just talking about who Jesus was and what Jesus did for us, and I had never heard the gospel laid out like that before. And he said that he wanted to pray for those who felt like they had walls around their hearts, and that those walls needed to be broken down. And I had a very hard heart, and I was tired of the same things going around and around and nothing changing, and I didn't want to feel hopeless anymore. And so I gave my life to Jesus that day. Everything has changed since. Started reading the Bible, doing Bible studies, and I got involved here with a lot of women's Bible studies, and I got into a life group, and I met a lot of really great people who led me and helped me deal with a lot of the pain that I had went through previously. I started talking to Jesus and allowing him to heal me and allowing him to work in me and to use his word to change my life, just make me his.